big cat. Welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess lightworker, here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.
Namaste! Grand Rising Big Cat Air Signs. Welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology. Big Cat Wave. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. The planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 23rd, you will have the pink full moon at 4 degrees and 23 minutes in Scorpio. During this lunar phase, emotions are high, leading to a surge in sensuality and impulsivity. Amidst these intense feelings, there's a potential for conflicts and spitefulness. Embrace the transformative essence of Scorpio, and it's prompted you to delve deeply into your subconscious to confront concealed truths and shed outdated patterns. This juncture offers a window of profound introspection, shadow work and personal evolution. For a more tailored insight into the pink full moon and its effect on each sun, moon and rising sign, please watch my comprehensive messages pertaining to the aforementioned. On the 24th, the moon in Scorpio trines Saturn in Pisces, a fabulous time for business dealings, particularly with individuals in a position of authority. Furthermore, women in a leadership role could yield substantial benefits pertaining to business dealings. This alignment fortifies mental resilience. It's an excellent time for tackling emotionally taxing tasks. Financial decisions are currently favored if you avoid unnecessary expenditures. On the 25th, we also have direct motion in Aries. Yes! Ushering a phase of communication and decisive thinking. While this alignment advocates for prompt decision making and taking the initiative, it's crucial to remain wary of impulsive communication. This phase champions audacity and assertiveness, urging you to seize the reins and propel your projects and aspirations forward. On the 26th, the moon in Sagittarius sextiles Pluto in Aquarius. At its core, this fusion invites you to dive deep into your emotions for personal growth and understanding. Through this journey, you may experience profound emotional breakthroughs that ignite transformative changes within yourself. It encourages you to explore new ways of healing and empowering yourself emotionally, emphasizing the importance of embracing change with inner strength. On the 27th, the moon in Sagittarius trines Mercury in Aries. This alignment enhances your mental faculties, boosting your cognitive abilities, quick thinking and wise judgment. It encourages independent and practical thinking, making it a great time for learning and discovery. You might feel inclined to explore new ideas and experiences, making it a perfect time for sharing a new adventure or delving into intellectual pursuits. On the 28th, with the moon's entry into Capricorn, your emotions could take on a reserved tone, directing your attention towards practical matters and long-term goals. Influenced by Capricorn, you're urged to prioritize responsibilities and strive for stability. This period encourages disciplined, systematic methods to achieve success. It's essential to be mindful of becoming emotionally detached. Maintaining a balance between ambition and self-care is crucial to ensure your overall well-being during this transit. On the 29th, Venus enters Taurus, its governing sign. This heralds a time of increased sensuality and the pursuits of pleasure. This transit brings a significant boost to finances, romantic relationships, and entrepreneurial adventures. Yeah. You're encouraged to enjoy the finer things in life and take stock of your values and priorities. Embrace creature comforts and focus on building security and stability in your relationships and finances during this phase. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big cow wave. Namaste! Grand Rising, Big Cat Air Signs. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for messages for the next 7 days. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Big Cat Wave. Let's dive right in and unpack. Okay. You have the energy of a 3, darling dears. We'll unpack that in a moment. You are currently on the number 5. This is Chinese numerology. It's a low shoe grid, darling dears. Your back is turned, so what is coming towards you? This is health and well-being, darling dears. Maybe you've been taking better care of your mental, your physical, emotional health, darling dears. You're going to see the corner turn. It's also, you're going to be feeling much more mentally strong, darling dears, able to handle the most monotonous of tasks over the next 7 days. The energy of the 5, darling dears, it speaks about you have to be or you had to be flexible in order to adapt to this new circumstance and situation, this new feeling of vigor, being revitalized, darling dears, and using that energy to the best of your abilities. The negative side of the 5 on the low shoe grid, darling dears, it speaks about you have to be mindful, darling dears, not to resist this new change, not to backslide into old ways. Nope, and that's a definite no. Why? You are not Lot's wife, darling dears. Remember, Salt Bay, never look back. Okay, let's drop down and get our eagle on as we unpack. You have the energy of a 1, darling dears. The energy of the 1, it speaks about you not making a major decision. You will have to make a major decision, but the best time to make it as spirit is commanding you. Well, commanding, asking, offering. Well, you know, you have free will. You can choose to do exactly what you want to do, darling dears. However, you shouldn't make this major decision or move until after the next new moon, which will be the new moon in Taurus on the 8th of May. We have the energy of the 2. This is going to be an extremely lucky period for you guys. Remember, I told you that. You're gonna, if you've got travel plans, they're going to be going well. Business plans will be going well. Business can also include employment. It could include business loans, taking on employees, becoming self-employed. Whatever those plans are, my air signs, over the next 7 days, you are on top form. You will also be given a lot of compliments, darling dears. People are going to be complimenting you, giving you gifts. Yeah, this is going to be an extremely happy, buoyant time for you. You have the energy of the 3. Your life path number could be a 3, or it could be a significant date or number in your life. The energy of the 3, the 12, 21, or 30. The number 3 is associated with the letters C, L, and U. Okay? The number 3 is ruled by Jupiter, darling dears. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's the planet of growth. It's the planet of abundance. Jupiter also is about your higher education. It's about travel. It's about learning new things, darling dears. Jupiter rules the 9th house of higher education, of philosophy, darling dears, your higher mind. It also speaks about foreign people and foreign lands. You may be planning some kind of vacation. Well, if you're planning it over this week, everything will go smoothly for you. It also speaks about astrology. Maybe you're into astrology. Maybe you are going to travel according to how your planets are lined up. Go for it. Fist bump. I do that all the time. It also speaks about some kind of a trial. Somebody's going through a trial at this moment in time. Yep, definitely some kind of a court case. Remember, everything is on your side. Ask and it shall be given, knock and it shall be opened. This is about you coming with all the intel. Why? Jupiter, the ninth house, higher mind, new things coming into your life, darling dears. I absolutely love it. I don't hate it. Okay, let's get back to the energy of the three. Your, as I was saying, Jupiter rules the letters C, G, L, S. So you have C, L, U and C, G, L, S. You are extremely creative, darling dears, and you motivate others. And people are going to be what? Trying to copy, get their echopraxic on. Yeah. If they can't beat you or be you, they try to copy you, darling dears. But you can never, what? Overtake the original. And that is what you are over the next 7 days. My air signs. Your luckiest numbers will be the 3, 6 and 9. Your luckiest days are Thursday and Sunday. The numbers to be avoided are 4, 7 and 8. The number 3 is represented by the astrological aspect of a trine. It speaks about opportunities you've created. Opportunities, portals, openings, gateways are opening up for you, darling dears. And it's all from what? Your natural talents. It speaks about your self-expression, your communication. It also speaks about education, because the third house is about communication and education, and the third house is juxtaposed to the ninth house, darling dears. It also speaks about something that you will publish on TV or publish on TV with your phone. It's about to blow up in a big way. Be prepared for incoming. You also have the energy of outside people. Could be siblings, extended family members like cousins, uncles, aunts. They're all eyes are gonna be on your throne this week, darling dears. Something to do with asthma and boats, whatever that means to somebody. Okay, you are a natural born teacher, darling dears. Some of you are going to be stepping up in your teaching field, darling dears, using your phone to appear on other people's televisions. Remember, I told you that whatever you do online this week, you are getting a love tap from the universe. Pardon me, that was a spiritual belch, because I speak the truth. Roof, pinkies up. All right, let's dive in, darling dears. This is an extremely fortunate time. These cards keep catching my eye. Let's see what the quick message is behind this. Fell right off the back end, darling dears. A truth seeker. And the way to find truth is to what? Educate yourself, whether you go into an institution or you are a keyboard gangster, darling dears. You are learned. Remember, I told you that. Possibly even self-taught. And what you say actually happens. So people better be very careful, darling dears. Be very careful, right? Because you are too blessed to be stressed over the next 7 days. Love it. I don't hate it. The energy of the 1-3, darling dears. It speaks of if you're going to be going on a trip, darling dears, you're going to get nothing but success on that trip. Remember, I told you that. The energy of the 3 is about partnerships. It's about being in groups, darling dears, having authenticity and being appreciated for your authenticity. Why? Because you're a natural born truth seeker. You're an air sign, darling dears. You get to the truth roof, and your words are putting a lot of judgment on situations that no longer serve you. And as I said, all eyes are on your throne. So people are going to want to ride your coattail. The energy of the air, it says springtime. We are in the spring, so it's all going to be happening now, darling dears. Something to do with an eagle. Is that your spirit animal? Something to do with a watch as well, darling dears. And dawn. Maybe the name Dawn or the time Dawn. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a transformation for you, darling dears. But you are sent here to inspire and uplift. A natural light worker, darling dears. Call on Archangel Raphael at any time. We was just speaking on Jupiter. The frequency of Jupiter is 852. Play it often over the next 7 days. Okay. Even though we're speaking of Jupiter, we're going to be speaking about the third house. Let me put the energy up so we can remind ourselves. Right? You're going to be getting messages, darling dear, spiritual downloads. Good golly and gosh, you may even be planning this trip to Egypt or one of those countries surrounding it, darling dears. Yes, you will. You have the energy of the 2 and the 7. It speaks about fruition, but 7 is also the number. I said 7. 7 was meant to come out, darling dears. On this trip, darling dears, this trip that you're planning, okay, you're going to be coming into new partnerships, new friendships, co-workers, colleagues. This is very fortunate, extremely fortunate, and you must go by any means necessary. Love it. But pay attention to the messages, darling dears. Listen to your intuition, and discernment is key. You also have the energy of Jupiter. As I said, Jupiter stands for abundance, darling dears. I love it. I don't hate it. Yeah. And this is on the 7. Maybe that's where I got the 7 from, darling dears. 7 is the number, a highly spiritual number. It's the number of genius. Yes, it is, darling dears. It really is. It speaks about you are being spiritually protected at this moment in time. You are a deep thinker, and your courage is what is giving you this upliftment, this new way of, this new level of vitality and vigor in your life. But divine also wants you to what? Stay true to your purpose and not your ego. Your ego is not your amigo over the next 7 days. This is why you're getting this fortunate blessing. Lots of luck, darling dears. Lots of luck, which is going to create a new level of freedom. Some of you are going to be coming out as a what? A prophet, darling dears. Why? Because you're a truth seeker. And you're going to put that information, you're going to post it on social media. Remember, I told you that. Okay. Why am I moving that? Let's get the... Now I know why. Let's get your oracle ancestral message. The energy of the 7 also speaks of a visitor, someone coming to visit you, someone you haven't seen for a long time. I don't know if they'd be person non grata. If they are, make sure you've got your cameras ringing your perimeter. I told you the security is so tight round my domicile, a squirrel can't get a nut in my garden without me knowing. Chop wood, darling dear. Someone who's going to try and block you from this opportunity. The archway always speaks about a portal, a new beginning for you, darling dears. And it's what? A divinely guided portal for you and you alone. It also speaks about admission. Somebody's about to be admitted into possibly higher studies over the next 7 days, darling dears. Yeah. Or being admitted into a fraternity, or being noted, seen for what you actually, the truth you actually sought, darling dears. Remember, I told you that. Somebody wants you to chop wood, or maybe go back in time. Listen, you ain't a time traveler, darling dears. We don't go back, we go forwards, in the words of Abraham Lincoln. But you're definitely going to get a doppelganger, right? That wants you to come and wants you to sleep, darling dears. Not get this blessing. Remember, I told you that. You are being blessed. You will get the company of partnerships. I told you the 7th house came up. So therefore, contracts of new friends. The contract could be a new job, darling dears. The general public. You may even be working out in the general public, or will be. But definitely agreements will be signed over the next 7 days, darling dears. But someone doesn't want you to sign these agreements. They're being sent in by the what? Negative energies on this Malkuth, darling dears, to try and block your blessings. This person's going to try and what? Parlez-vous with you. Don't let them into your domicile. Their intent is not good. And if you do, you'll be asking yourself why. Don't kick yourself now. I mean later. No, kick yourself now so that you don't get into let them into your domicile, into your cranium. Whatever energy, words, news, or even just their presence is going to take you off your gangster. You are not Captain Save a Harlot in this season. Right, let's get a deck. Base of your deck, we've got the King of Cups. It also speaks about your emotional maturity, darling dears. King of Cups in the upright tells me that you are extremely intelligent, you're loving, you're compassionate, you're nurturing, but most of all, you are highly intuitive, darling dears. It also speaks about jealousy that's being directed at you at this moment in time because you're a hard worker. Yes, you are family orientated, but just because they present as family doesn't mean that they are a friend. They can get the what? Love and light too, darling dears. That's 2 of these and 1 of those. King of Cups, if this is a partner coming towards you, this is the type of person you want in your corner. Someone who gives you the love you truly deserve. Someone who will allow you to grow in your own space. But there's support, darling dears. This is somebody coming in with their own resources. Remember, I told you that. They will be a businessman or woman. Okay. My single air signs. 4 of Cups, darling dears. Not taking the cup of opium. Okay, then. Yeah, 4 of Cups. You don't want to be disappointed by what? Back, front, neck, tabbers. Listen, pay attention, darling dears. Pay attention. Somebody, listen, a situation that you had to wash your face off like David, that you was already spiritually guided away from, darling dears. Why would you want to go back into Guantanamo Bay? Base of the deck. Even the cards are telling you, listen, keep that shapely back firmly turned. You have your red cloak of wisdom and you're holding on to your Ace of Wands, being spiritually guided to go and find your 9th cup, darling dears. It's about you what? Not having the time or the energy to waste. And it's also a reminder because the Temperance card, again, Sagittarius energy, the 9th house. It's reminding you that your time and is valuable, darling dears. Your time is valuable. You are being spiritually protected. Whomsoever is trying to re-enter your life, darling dears, they come to bring you disappointment. They will have you in third-party situations, whether it's sexual, third-party friends, whatever. Divine is telling you no, and keep it pushing, darling dears. Keep it pushing. Love it. I don't hate it. Divine wants you to continue to hold on to whatever vision you have. Yeah, these people are like, you say they're haters, I say they're fans, darling dears. They pay all close attention to you. But definitely, you're going to be going on some kind of long distance travel. It's being planned over the next 7 days, darling dears. And it's going to be fabulous, gorgeous and lovely. Especially if you're going to Egypt. Okay. Yeah, but long distance travel could also represent the next county from where you live, the next postcode from where you live, especially if you don't normally venture into these areas. What about those in a couple or partnership over the next 7 days? Thank you. 2 of Wands. Again, this is another travel card. You too are traveling, darling dears. Split the deck for some kind of healing. I heard Thailand, I heard Bali. Okay then, yep. It could also be for some kind of consummation of a relationship, celebration of a relationship. Yeah, this is you once and for all putting the past behind you. When we see 2 twos on the tableau, darling dears, lean in, bestie, lean in. You're gonna, it's like you are going to give up what no longer serves the relationship, darling dears. This is being able to what? Pour away what no longer serves you. Yeah, you're putting the past behind, but you still have it in the back of your mind to remember what happened. And if you was the perpetrator of wickedness in that partnership or relationship, you really want to put that shiznai down. Yeah, King of Wands energy. Was it dig dealing and mattress backing? Whatever. Somebody wants to turn over a new leaf in a partnership or relationship. Look at this, darling dears. I can't make this up. 3 twos on the tableau, darling dears. The direction of the ending of the situation is being reversed. Yeah, balancing out your time. You're talking about your finances. You're planning time to what? Go on dates. Yep, and you're definitely going to be doing some form of traveling, darling dears. You're actually looking on the map. As I said, I heard Thailand, I heard Bali, but it's going to be a trip for soul healing, not just the healing of the relationship, darling dears. That's going to come when you what? Have that talk. The truth talking, darling dears. Remember, Bob Marley said, everybody in this world will hurt you. You have to choose what kind of hurt you're willing to put up with from one particular person. There's levels to it, darling dears. But don't be no fool. What's this trying to poke out? Yeah. This new lease on life and this partnership or relationship, darling, is going to be an extreme success. It also speaks about what? It's all based in the truth, darling dears. You guys having that real talk that brings clarity, darling dears. People owning up, taking responsibility for their actions. Why? Because they want a new beginning. Remember, I told you that. Okay, let's get another deck to get some final messages. Final messages for my airtime. Air signs. That's in you said airtime. I did say airtime. What's that about airtime? Is that you online, darling dears? Are you planning out your schedules? Final message. Yeah, what did I say? You're going to have many protagonists, darling dears, that are going to try and attack your self-worth, especially if you are doing something online or in the media. But you have to remember, people have what? We all have arseholes, and some are more flatulent than others, darling dears. Lots of people are going to be upset, and I also told you it was extended family members, possibly even siblings, possibly of the new lease of life in your relationship, or you fully understanding what you truly want. This is grief, darling dears. Grief always comes with what? A new perception on life. Remember, I told you that. This is transformation season for you, darling dears. And did I not say all eyes are going to be on your throne over the next 7 days? On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks, where I also upload videos. Thank you very much for your continued support of me and these messages. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Share these messages with whomsoever you feel needs it. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot screens. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, big cat wave.
Hey, big cat, welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess lightworker, here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.